In today's show, we bring to you from Mcfarlane's Toys, Doom Eternal, Gold Label, the Doom Slayer in red. Stay tuned. Okay, and welcome back to the show, guys. Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Red, and today, best fitting, I've got the classic Doom guy. Now, in red, go figure. This version of him is called the Doom guy. The other version is called the Doom Slayer. A lot of people tend to gravitate more to the classic version because he's fighting on a terraformed um, Mars in the original game, and he's held in there. But we're gonna touch on all the history of Doom before we begin the review and look at the character. Before I begin, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, guys, so you can see the latest toy photography. And if not, guys, follow me on Twitter. With that said, let's look at it. Let's get rid of some of the housekeeping because we do got to go over some things. I will tell you this, guys. While we're looking at the housekeeping, while we're looking at things, when I'm going to place the gun in his hands, there's gonna be a break where I gotta heat up the hand, put the gun in, and leave it there, and you'll see why. But with that said, Mcfarlane is nice enough to give us a Doom stand for the figure. Not needed. This plastic, Mcfarlane, you could have used it for something else, maybe an extra joint on the knees. Not gonna get into that. Now, here we have the Slayer's knife. And let me focus in so you guys can see that. There it is. We'll put that to the side. I'll show you how to put that. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I had received the Doom Ember edition, and me thinking that I was gonna be slick. Oh, I'm gonna have a green Doom Slayer. I'm just gonna heat up I'm gonna heat up the molding of the fire. That should be a regular helmet. But you know, Mcfarlane is 3 steps ahead of everybody. He had like in the helmet, he had like notches where the fire goes on top. Not happy with it. And I'll tell you why I'm telling you the story. It did come with a gun. I do have it there. I just don't feel like showing it because this one's just better looking. And it looks like I'm gonna have to, for my other Slayer that I did receive, I'm gonna have to paint the other gun because it comes bland. But this one has a shiny with some green here, some military green. He's got the meat hooks there to shoot at the demons. Love how the handle comes wrapped on it. It just looks amazing. And I'm going to follow this same mold. I would have preferred the meat hook not be on the gun itself. I would have preferred the classic shotgun of it, but that's okay. It's part of the new game. And why do I have the Doom Slayer? Well, I kind of fell asleep on when Mcfarlane was releasing the classic green one and the other green one from 2016. But I'm not too disappointed because I've been on a Doom binge lately playing the game, and you can see different skins. So I did get the white skin new armor, but I'm glad Mcfarlane released this figure. Now, you guys know how I feel when you're abusing. And the green one right now on Amazon is about almost $100. The classic Doom guy. Big Bad Toy Stores is selling it for $50. I refuse to pay it. I'm not cheap. So when Mcfarlane announced he was releasing this one, I got it for $20 on it. It's the classic uniform, just in red, and I like it because, you know, hence this is red. So again, love the character, love everything. Believe it or not, Doom was the first shooter that I bought. I had a very crappy laptop in the 90s, and I don't know how much I spent. I don't know how much money I gave ID on the first game. Then they try to bring it out for 32X on the Sega. Those of you that remember the 32X adapter, loved it there, but I knew that something was wonky when I noticed there were some differences because the game couldn't put up with a lot of the things that the computer version had. And I had a black and white laptop, so I was playing Doom on a black and white green screen type of laptop. So when I first got my PlayStation, or I'm going to say Xbox, this is when Blockbuster was still open. I remember buying PlayStation. I remember buying a collector's edition. Not buying, forgive me. I remember renting it. And obviously, by this point, they added everything that was in the game, and I was floored by what they did with part one and part two, Hell on Earth, which is my favorite. And to begin with, it's fantastic that they brought Doom back. It's fantastic what they did. Personally, I like the classic story, and I'm going to tell you right now what the classic story is. The guy's name is Fly Taggart. He is an insubordinate. They sent him on Mars, I think, on a security job, and that's where the UAC, all hell broke loose and the demons came through. And in the classic Doom, the demons weren't demons. They were actually aliens who had visited medieval Earth and went back to report that we still believed in demons and gods, and they came back pretending to be deities to try to take over the earth, try to take over Mars. In this new one, I don't need to tell you, you guys probably have been playing it. It's a whole history they created with the Slayer being part of the angelic movement, being part of the angels who had to come back now and defeat that. So obviously they had to add more meat because they wanted to separate, I guess, maybe being imitated by Halo. But let's remember, Halo copied Doom, the original Doom, and they just, like they said, combat evolved. But enough of that history. Let's jump into the guy because we got a lot to talk about. One of the things why we're going to need to heat up the hand, and I know I'm jumping a little bit there, but as you guys can see, don't know why Mcfarlane put that bracket in there. So it makes it very difficult for him to hold the gun. And love that they did the whole Predator thing with this thing. Now, when I was messing around with it, it did come off this slot that's there. So be careful how you have him. It does come off. So it does swivel. As you guys can see here, I'll show you here. Now look at the helmet. It's all battle scarred. Compared to the Astro version, which I have, the white one, which comes with the Crucible. It doesn't come with a shotgun. This was the classic one. And if you turn around the original cover from Doom, you see the main Marine fighting the demons, and in the background, there's a guy yelling to try to help him. And I tend to think when I first bought it that this would be that guy in the background. Look at the bullet holes or whatever you want to call it, bullets, because there are some zombies that have machine guns. Again, classic uniform, but remember, you're playing in first person, so you really only know about this figure from the cover. It wasn't until the new Doom that they show you in those in-between movies what the character looks like, what he says, what he does, and things like that. Would have loved Mcfarlane if the visor would have been transparent and you would have had the face like they did now, but that's okay. You know, that's okay. Love what they've done. However, Mcfarlane, where my audience is going to see, and especially my animator friends out there, the articulation is very limited on this guy. So I can't say that you can't articulate it, because if Justin can make the classic He-Man figures move smoothly, somebody can make this guy move smoothly. So with that said, let's get some of the accessories that go on him. Let's put it on him, and then we'll deal with the gun right now. We're going to go ahead and put that there. And I'm going to go ahead and show you. You see that slot right there? This is where that goes in. It's great that you're able to take it out and put it back on. It's just amazing. So that right there just looks awesome. This is the classic uniform, man. It's just amazing. I just love the way it looks. And for those of you whining and complaining, oh, his elbows are out, how could he be in space? Well, he's not in space. He's on Mars, and it's already been terraformed. So all he has to do is wear armor to protect himself and a breathing apparatus. If not, he'll die. But, you know, that's the way they did the figure originally. So now let's jump into the articulation, and I'll show you how the shotgun looks. With the articulation, we know this gun swivels. The head does go side to side, as you can see here. You can even do a 360. Does the head go up? Not by much. Does the head go down? Yes, it does. So, and again, guys, a lot of it could be you just need to heat it, and I did heat up the joints a little bit and the hand to show you. We get a classic T-pose. There is, I believe, no bushing inside or butterfly joint. It's just a single joint there. You don't get a bicep swivel, but you get the bicep type swivel from the elbow there. It's a little weird. You only get one single elbow, so it's not like he can reach behind him on there. I'll put that there. Now, what did I tell you guys about the hand? Let me see if the hand does swivel. You do get a swivel here, and you do get that, but you've got that coming out. You've got that mechanism there. So I don't know, a lot of people are not going to be happy with that. You do have an ab crunch. You do have a crunch where he can lean like that, so you could definitely put him in a dynamic pose if he's jumping in the air. You've got the Mcfarlane mechanism. The diaper is a hard shell. Look at the shotgun shells. This is just awesome. These pouches. You know, if these figures were not getting expensive, and if Mcfarlane didn't do a limited run on them, I can see a lot of customizers taking this and putting this on a Batman. All these builds, possibly a Thomas Wayne, or or even a what do you call it, a Red Hood. So do you get a thigh swivel? You do with this mechanism there, but it does go there. Guys, sadly, single jointed, knees, no toe articulation, and last but not least, like the Frankenstein figure, it's the boot that swivels, not the ankle, but you do get this rocker back and forth. Okay, so with that said, I'm gonna take a quick break. We're gonna put the shotgun in his hand because it's just disappointing that they did that. All right, and there he is with the shotgun in his hands, guys. You're not gonna get good range or good looking moves unless you make sure that you focus on how you put it. It does look weird because of that mechanism in the hand. So, a warning to all you guys out there. Do not force the shotgun in his hands. Try to get a blow dryer like I did. It's a very soft plastic. It'll definitely open up the hand, put the shotgun in, and let it cool off so it'll mold around the shotgun. You can see it looks like that. Again, that I don't know why Mcfarlane added that mechanism in there. He should have just gone another route. And again, guys, I know that I've been hard on Mcfarlane this week with the figures, but just a little disappointed here and there with some of the stuff that he's been releasing. I haven't been too happy. And like I tell you guys all the time, I'm on the same level as you. I'm a paying customer, and I need the product to be good. And I understand that him as a developer and creator of the action figures, he has to keep costs low based on what Target tells him and things like that. So I can't be too hard on him. I'm going to tell you this. For you animators out there, I am a little bit aesthetically, he's beautiful. Functional wise, he's limited on that. So this is more of Mcfarlane's favorite of statue building versus making articulated action figures. This is more of a statue type of figure that's going to go great with your shelf. So the last thing I'm going to tell Mcfarlane, because I know you watch my videos, is stop making Slayers and start making some Hell Barons, some Hell Knights, and the other ones that are out there. Some of the demons. We already have enough Slayers. We don't have enemies. We only have one enemy, which is the Marauder. So try to bring those. So with that said, guys, let me know your thoughts on what you think on this character. Is this something you're going to collect? And if you are, please, if you're a hardcore Doom fan, by all means, if you haven't gotten a Doom Slayer and you want to cough out that money, I will tell you this is going to sound sad to you. This figure's worth 20 bucks. This figure's not worth $80 to $100 because of the limited articulation. As a matter of fact, I know it's going to be sacrilege. I'm probably going to get the Good Smile figure, which is a 6-inch figure. He comes with more accessories for the price and more articulation. I might get that. I haven't decided yet because I'm really, really happy with this classic Doom. Not that I'm not going to be happy with the Astro Doom Slayer that I got. But long story short, McFarlane, you should have designed this a little better. I don't know what your contract with ID is, and I don't know what's going on, but you should not have wasted time making that amber one or that unicorn stupid looking one. Nobody likes that. People want this classic one or the green one back. So if you like today's show, don't forget to hit the like notification. Don't forget to hit the bell to get notified when I upload. And last but not least, guys, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. So with that said, thank you for watching. Thank you for enjoying today's show. This is Red, and I'm also with Red, and we are